I paid my dues.
Yikes.
I paid my dues. I paid my dues. I paid my dues.
G shit.
Paid my dues.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Tryna sing along, leave that alone. Got nothing to do with this. Feds on me, can't be walking with no cane. Just gave 13, now my brother missing. Damn, I cannot walk, so when I walk I tie my shoes. Can't afford to be slipping, why making moves, guys? Project living, I'm encoded with that thug shit. And it's obvious, I'm still blurring, raging for shower. Yikes, yeah, you know me. Didn't know he. All I need is Doki. Take out your knee. Niggas call the police. Headshot, then I leave. But they got 4 kids, man. That's how that is. Damn, you sensitive, like you care about his biz. This ain't no cakewalk, nigga. You must like say slanging 8 balls, nigga. Sit your bitch ass down, stay a fuck around. Cause y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We not the same. Quit rapping now. Damn, you know shit done changed. Young nigga used to take off on the jump outs. Mama begging me change routes. That's why I hit them beats and spit pain now. Any nigga tell you Cree ain't good enough to make it. Point blank, that nigga hating. Fuck around, turn Satan. For everything been taken out of houses. Started rapping in the basement. Sleeping on my aunt couches. Selling dummy smokers in the fucking front bowing. I'm from the back of Easton. Who the fuck you doubting? I ain't never had shit. Bitch, I ain't the same. These niggas frontin' for with real niggas like Trey Game. Hell no, I don't gang bang. If you hit leaks, we on the same thing. Right here, you get caught. A motherfucker don't say names. I told my kids one day we gon' get up out this shit. I pray to God for all the good and the bad licks.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah,
one of those
I ain't
times.
with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit.
Oh boy.
Got my little nigga Cree with me.
Check y'all
My
out.
soldier got Jay gone. White boy, Kylo in this motherfucker, ground zero. Got my little soldier CP in this motherfucker. Choke, what up? Out of Choke Studios, nigga. Free Lil Bro. Trey Gang, bitch.
That's what's happening right there. Let me see. Let me make sure I get some news before we get to Pennsylvania, George Smith. And it's been a okay. Let me get some of the news out of the way. What's happening, y'all? Y'all have a little nice little introduction. You know what's up? Radical Mike and What's Up, Radical Mike Show, brought to you by PhoenixStreetNews.com, the Valley's news and entertainment directory that caters to bars, nightclubs, restaurants, other entertainment venues, and provides quality digital advertising for small businesses just like yours. Phoenix Street News also offers business printing for all of your business printing needs. Yes, indeed. It is PhoenixStreetNews.com. And now, offering you for the first time in all history, PSN television and radio. That's right. Phoenix Street News, television, and radio now playing 24/7. Your commercial advertising is welcome for only $1.50 per 30-second ad. You can be on PSN radio or PSN television. The choice is yours. With the stations with the most and the growth, we're going in leaps and bounds, like pew, 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 pew. You know what I'm talking about. There are a number of things that need to be talked about. There are a number of things that are in, ooh, Lord Jesus, the news. Whew. Man, it has been a news day. I don't know. I'm just gonna go through these guys off the bat. Get some news in before I get to the highlight of the story. Stop it. Ugh. So let's see what we got here. And I can't see none. So y'all see what I see when I see it. Kamala Harris running mate Tom Walz picture in 1995. Here my youngest stepdaughter was born. In 1995, Nebraska mug shot after DUI arrest. Kamala, you ain't checked the man background or nothing, huh? Oh, you know, before I do that, let me do this. We need to do some politics, y'all. And this is the kind of stuff to get me in trouble. I said, bye to you. This kind of stuff get me in trouble. I ain't gonna give y'all too much of this right here. Under the fair use doctrine. Let me give y'all a little quickie of Miss Yvette Cornell first. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to stop sharing that one, but I guess I have to so I can show you this. Cause some things y'all just need to see. I'll come back. Come on. And get on with that. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the queen of politics, queen of ADOS, Miss Yvette Cornell. Now, excuse me, madam, I know. I probably need to just have already hooked y'all up with ADOS TV. But I'm going to give y'all a little bit of this first so y'all can have a little insight on how politics need to be working at this juncture in American history. Feel me? I think a lot of you are just out of touch, not only with reality, but in identity and your own identity. This is Miss Yvette Cornell, co-founder of ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery for Reparation, and founder of Breaking Brown, a social activist group, you could say, organization, whatever. Let's go.
If y'all want to fight, we can fight tonight. Like if you want to say, well, I don't care about nothing about that, then what you do care about? Do you care about her? If you don't care about her lineage, which we're making a distinction about why she can't run on that. Like, that's just a distinction that she shouldn't be able to just have freedom and all that stuff and run on. I don't care about that either. That's not, I'm talking about in terms of what I care about most. Like, you could be an ADOS person and run for office and still be horrible. So, hey, I want you, Slug, to go over to KamalaHarris.com, and I want you to tell me, since you don't care about her lineage, tell me what part of her platform that you care about. And I was over there early today, and I did not find no platform.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So tell me what you do care about, Slug. If you don't care about, tell me what you care about, because we don't have no agenda. We don't have no black agenda. We don't have no regular agenda. We don't have no agenda. We have her husband talking behind closed doors to certain communities, but not us. So if you don't care about lineage, I understand that, because policy should be at the forefront of everything. Tell me what you do care about. Tell me what parts of her agenda, it can't just be she's not Trump. What parts of her agenda are best for you? I want you to call in. I want you to get, let's be about that action tonight.
Let's be about the business.
Like, we can do that.
ADOS business.
If
I
you
want to
you
book it
ain't
out.
gotta do nothing but jump. Now,
Yes, sir.
I'm
Jump.
just gonna go through. I want to revisit
Jump.
something from yesterday, because we're gonna get into this. Let me tell you what I've realized. The biracials and the light skins of the world. I consider myself to be one of the light skins of the world. We are struggling. Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. Listen, everybody, the biracials and the light skins are having a hard time really understanding lineage. So, as one light, bright, red bone, yellow bone.
But the light skins having a problem. And the biracials. She finna let y'all have it. I'm telling you. She getting ready to let y'all have it. I'm just saying. Shout out to ADOS and ADOS family. But y'all been to get it right now.
I gotta talk about y'all, because y'all have been destroying these conversations. Y'all have been the weakest links I've seen coming up. I too am light skinned, and because of slavery, yes, because of slavery, but that didn't have nothing to do. That didn't have nothing to do with Kamala Harris being Indian and Jamaican. We're talking about American chattel slavery. Slavery was different everywhere. Well, don't you know slavery happened in Jamaica too? Yes, but it was different everywhere. We built something different. Our oppression was different. Think about the fact that we live in a country that's still majority white. That's not how they live there. Slavery is always different. That's why everybody has a different justice claim. So don't come tell me, I bet you didn't know about Jamaican slavery. I bet you a dodo bird. So let's go to the first dodo bird in the biracial light skin list.
The biracial light skin
Nicole Hannah-Jones started talking. Now, I want to remind everybody that when was it? In March 2024 of this year, Nicole Hannah-Jones took all of ADOS's talking points and said, this is not about blackness. This is about harm. We are a harmed group. And she said, what I have been saying and what Antonio have been saying, what ADOS have been saying for a very long time, this is about harm. She took all of our talking points and this is about harm. This is not about race. Then she backtracked so that she could carry Kamala Harris's water. She said, when I was a child, this is Nicole Hannah-Jones, the willful amnesia behind Trump's attacks on Harris's identity. When I was a child, a mere wee child, give us freedom. No. This is Nicole Hannah-Jones. When I was a child, my dad sat my older sister and me down in our living room and explained to us the rules of race in America. A black man born in Mississippi, where black boys could be lynched for merely standing too close to a white woman. He met my white mom in 1972. That was just a few years after the Supreme Court Loving versus Virginia was finally struck down. Now, I want to tell you, she goes on to say, Dad had no illusions about how race worked in our society and felt it was his duty as a parent to prepare us. Now, I want to show you how Nicole Hannah-Jones has already failed. I want to show you how she already failed. Listen, you are talking about your father in ADOS, Mississippi, coming out of slavery, Jim Crow, all that stuff. If that is your father's life, then he has led an ADOS life. Nicole Hannah-Jones, you said in 2024 in your colorblind article that it's about harm. Your father had a specific harm. That is not the same harm as a man coming out of Jamaica who had enough affluence to be able to travel to Stanford and attend Stanford while we were going through the civil rights movement. We are not the same people. You said that, and now you came back and say, because you all are mixed, you are the same. Just because you have two different quote unquote races does not mean you have the same experience. And that is what lineage is. To those of you all who are misunderstanding the conversation, this is the conversation. What we are saying is that, listen, there's that American blackness, and that's why we prefer ADOS, because it takes it out of that. But if you're talking about the way American blackness is understood, there are people, Africans and other people say, I never knew I was black till I got here because there are no white people where I'm from. I never understood this because there are no white people. I never lived through this. No white cop put me. I never lived through none of this. Y'all have been telling me, Black immigrants and their progeny, you all have been telling me that, listen, I go through some of the same things as you all. That's a lived experience, and I respect it. But when you tell me that, you're telling me that something about America is different. Something about the lived experience here is different. Now, you don't have the inherited experience, but the idea of American blackness, what it means to be here is different. That is not the same, Nicole Hannah-Jones. You are a remedial student. That is not the same as being the progeny of two affluent immigrants. That is what we're saying. We're saying that she cannot rest on that and just flatten herself to blackness. In March 2024 article, Nicole Hannah-Jones said, I don't believe in flat blackness. She just adopted our language and put it in New York Times. In this article, she comes back out and said, Kamala Harris is like me because blackness is transcendent.
What?
I can't, listen. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Now let me go to the next. I don't want to spend too much time on quotes, but I have to use them to make the case. This is still Nicole Hannah-Jones style. Child, messing arguments up one at a time. By suggesting that there was something nefarious or politically contrived about a mixed race person claiming blackness. Now hold on a second. That's not what was claimed though. See, this is where we start lying. By suggesting that there is something nefarious or politically contrived about a mixed race person claiming blackness. That's not, we're going back to Trump. Trump didn't say that. I'm not a Trump supporter. Trump zeroed out budgets for our community. You don't have to be a Trump supporter to understand what is true and what is false. Trump said she just goes back and forth. I don't know what she is. She used to claim Indian, now she claims something else.
Yep, that was it.
So you just can't say that she was an AKA vet. She gotta be one of us. So you're saying that the college experience is what defines you, not your history, not your parents, not your wealthlessness, not your grandparents, not your great-grandparents. You're saying what defines you is a college experience when most ADOS don't even go to college. What are y'all talking about? See, I don't know what she's talking about. That's not even what Trump said. What Trump did was eavesdrop our conversation.
That's right.
Because Trump knows he don't need to win the black vote. He just needs to get a little bit of it. And he just needs a few people to say, maybe she ain't like us. Because a lot of people will vote based on race, quote unquote race. She's black. Yeah, she's black. I got to vote for the black woman. He knows I'm going to show you or use the ADOS argument and show you that she's not what you think she is. And I don't need 90+% of the Democrats. I need 10 to 15, if that.
Yeah.
And if I have high voter turnout, I don't need that. So he don't need that. He's not saying that. He's saying the same thing that we tried to have, the conversation that we tried to have in 2019, and you called us bots, and you said that we were MAGA, and you said all this stuff. We were trying to have this conversation to say Kamala has to run, or Obama should have run on an agenda and not just I'm black and stand on the Selma Bridge.
Oh, boy.
You don't get to stand on that bridge. That's not your bridge. You come from two affluent immigrants. The immigration story is your life story, not this story. You can't own this story. The same way we should have got when Obama said Kenyan, the Kenyan white story is not our story. You see, when these people, you know how you know, and I said this last night, y'all know who on the Patreon. You know how I know they not ADOS? If you can go in one generation from being here to vice president or president, you ain't us. Because we've been here 400 years and we ain't never got there. If you can get there that fast, you ain't us.
That's right. Taking a
So let me
shortcut.
get on to what else Nicole Hannah Jones had to say. We saw this same
And
orchestrated amnesia when Barack Obama set out to become the first Black president. It seems that when a mixed race Black American appears to be ascending to the pinnacles of power, some white Americans suddenly forget the race rules that white society created. I'm sorry to be repetitive for the people who were here last night, but let me just say it because I have to provide this foundation. The white society created rules for us. Let me remind everybody that Black immigrants didn't get here until after 1965, after the Immigration Act of 1965. All of those rules were created for us. We have studies now that show the outcomes are different for Black immigrants and their progeny than from Native Black Americans, which are ADOS. We have the data to show that now. That's who the rules were created for. It was not created for an affluent, the daughter of an affluent Indian and an affluent Jamaican. The rules were not created for them. That's not how this thing goes.
come on now.
And I can't even tell you, I don't know how white America reacts to a mixed race person of ADOS lineage who is ascending very high because I ain't never seen them. I haven't seen a ADOS person who is, except for like, you got to go I'm talking about they talking about a mixed race person. Now see how she's flattened it to we all just mixed the same. She just flattened Blackness after going in March and saying we can't have no flat Blackness. You don't know what you coming and going because none of these ideas are yours. Nicole, let this go. Go find something else to write about. This is stupid.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm not gonna really harp on that right there. For show. But anyway, Kamala Harris's dude was arrested and got a mug shot of the guy. You feel me? We got you know how they sorry about that. You know how they do in you know how they do in politics. They going back and dig up everything. Oh my God. Kamala Harris's running mate Tim Walz pictured in 1995 Nebraska mug shot. Why did that switch like that? Oh, there it is. In Nebraska mug shot. What did let me see what we got here. Talking about it. Let's talk about it.
Secret trick with your computer nobody knows about. You can literally do anything with it. It is called Instant AI. You can give it any routine job, like write business email or summarize documents for work. It can generate ideas for your project or give advices for business. This app can help creators write perfect content plan and give a strategy for Instagram promotion. What else I like about this app is the picture generation. I can ask the app to generate logos, advertising banners, and any other images for my work. If I were asked to delete every app on my computer for this app, I would. You're one click away from changing your life. Download now while it's still free.
Download now while it's still free. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not going to do any of that. That's
Nobody in my family had ever gone to law school. I grew up in a poor family. The fact that Tim Walz wants to turn it into a bad thing, that I actually worked myself through college, through law school, and made something myself, to me, that's the American dream. And if Tim Walz wants to insult it, I think that's frankly pretty bizarre. Now, look, what really bothers me about Tim Walz, it's not even the positions that he's taken, though certainly he has been a far left radical. You know what really bothers me about Tim Walz as a Marine who served his country in uniform? When the United States Marine Corps, when the United States of America asked me to go to Iraq to serve my country, I did it. I did what they asked me to do it, and I did it honorably, and I'm very proud of that service. When Tim Walz was asked by his country to go to Iraq, you know what he did? He dropped out of the Army and allowed his unit to go without him, a fact that he's been criticized for aggressively by a lot of the people that he served with. I think it's shameful to prepare your unit to go to Iraq, to make a promise that you're going to follow through, and then to drop out right before you actually have to go. I also think it's dishonest. Something, again, if you guys ever get an opportunity to ask Tim Walz or Kamala Harris some questions, he made this interesting comment that the Kamala Harris campaign put out there, and I bet they're regretting they put it out there now, because he said that and he was making a point about gun control. He said we shouldn't allow weapons that I used in war to be on America's streets.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, Tim Waltz, when were you ever in war? What was this weapon that you carried into war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone? What bothers me about Tim Waltz is the stolen valor garbage. Do not pretend to be something that you're not. And if he wants to criticize me for getting an Ivy League education, I'm proud of the fact that my mamaw supported me, that I was able to make something of myself. I'd be ashamed if I was him and I lied about my military service like he did. Sir.
Oh boy. Man, they all over Tim. They all over Tim. And now, here's Tim's mugshot. You feel me? Let's see. Court documents allege that Waltz, 28 at the time, who was a high school teacher and football coach at the time, was speeding above 80 miles an hour. He failed to the breath test with a 0.128 blood alcohol level. The limit back then was 0.1. In many parts of the country, including Nebraska, it is now 0.08. And he also failed a field sobriety test, but his lawyer blamed the incident on a combination of of bad hearing, combination of his client's bad hearing, that the state trooper didn't turn his sirens on right away. What? Dude. All you gotta do is just have a lawyer, and he can just about say any damn thing. Okay. What else? All right, that was that right there. Let me see what else I got here. I know I got some more news, or y'all just relax. Don't you go nowhere at all, because now in the news. Oh yeah, in the case of there's her brother right here. He, remember, was murdered. Man accused of sending his 17-year-old son to rob and kill rapper PNB Rock, convicted of murder 10 hours ago. He about to go to prison. Compton, California, AP, a Los Angeles County Court on Wednesday found a man guilty of sending his 17-year-old son to kill rapper PNP Rock. After deliberating for about 4 hours, jury convicted Freddie Thorne, 42, of 1 count of murder, 2 counts of robbery, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery. Both sides at the 2-week trial agreed that the teen walked into Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles in September of 2022 and shot the Philadelphia hip hop star while robbing him of his jewelry as he ate with the mother of his 4-year-old daughter. Stop it. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I hate this shit. What else we got here? Oh, The mother of his 2-year-old daughter. The prosecutor said that he was acting on his father's orders, while the defense said Trone was only an accessory after the fact. The now 19-year-old charged with murder, but is in custody of the juvenile system of justice. All right. All right, let's move right a damn long, girl. And then get right on down the crispy road here of the news that you can use right here, and we will get to the night's headline story. Don't forget, don't worry, I got you about that. One killed in, yes, where? Pristine Scottsdale, Arizona. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know what happens when, in fact, the Negroes come to town? All right. A lot of you probably heard about this story. One man dead, another hurt in shootout inside Scottsdale grocery store, inside Albertsons, McDowell and Scottsdale Road. You feel me? One man dead, another shot. Oh. Well, y'all gonna make me click on this shit? Oh, okay.
We have an update just into our newsroom on that shooting that happened at a grocery store in Scottsdale yesterday evening.
We brought you this as breaking news yesterday, and we just learned one of the men involved in the shooting has died. People were inside of that Albertsons at Scottsdale Road and Thomas when the shots rang out. No shoppers were hurt in this, but investigators are now telling us 3 men got into an argument. It escalated from the parking lot, went inside of the grocery store. 2 of them pulled out guns and started shooting. That other man is in critical condition tonight. We're going to keep you updated, of course, if we hear anything more on what happened here.
Y'all got any information about what happened there? Give us a call at PhoenixStreetNews.com. Don't play, man. We can make this all happen right here. You and me, baby. And let's do another story. And then we'll get to the main event, shall we? Of why we're here. Honestly. Oh, yeah? Stabbing suspect at large after killing victim in Phoenix. Now, if y'all have realized, noticed, there's been a lot of stabbings. Now, I'm talking about shooting. There's been some damn stabbings going on around here now. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see what I was going on. Let's go back over here to X, shall we? And this is going to be an interesting story. I'm going to let y'all listen to it, and I'm going to, cut in. We'll cut in. Let's ride with it.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Fly Nubian Money.
Good.
My name is Erica Renee, and I am your host for today's episode. So today, we're going to be talking about a little controversial topic, which we kind of always do. But today, we're going to really go there. And we want to talk about who really benefits the most from marriage. We have a thought-provoking video that suggests men benefit the most from marriage. The video discusses how men without family or children often don't do well because they need to feel needed and their family gives them a sense of purpose and direction. Joining me today, we have the lovely queens. We have Athena, Constance, and Tiara. Now, Miss Constance is the wealth activist of the universe. Athena is our glorified CPA from We Wealth Women. And we have the lovely Tiara Williams, who is an actress and producer. Now, you know, in my opinion, I've never been married per se. I had a domestic partnership, which I regret, and we'll go into that a little bit later. But yeah, I think marriage does benefit men. However, I think in today's society, it benefits women based upon the age group of the women. And we're going to dive deeper into that.
Wait a minute. She says she thinks marriage benefits men, but in the age group that we're in, that might be questionable. Let's see.
But we want to hear from you in the chat. Don't feel left out. Jump in and give us your opinions. Are you married? Are you divorced? Are you in a domestic partnership? Are you shacking? We want to get all up in your business. We want to know, what are you doing and how you see marriage, and do you think it benefits men? So, Constance, I want to start with you. What are your initial thoughts on the thought that that men benefit the most from marriage? Do you think that is so?
I know what you guys think I'm going to say, but I think it's a mutually beneficial engagement. I think that both parties actually can benefit equal if, and only if, they both have the same intention. The problem is we don't marry correctly. And so you're not marrying someone on your same level, that have the same thought process.
Oh, well, hold on. On your same level. You are never, as a woman, going to marry a man on your level. If you did, you would marry an average guy, because you're an average person. On your level, and you have to try to understand what the hell that means, on your level, because statistically speaking, men earn more money in the same or similar occupation as women, and men earn more money in general than women. The median income for a Black woman in America, check it out, is $37,000, $38,000. The median income for a Black man in America is 45, it's 45,000. The median income for a white woman in America is $55,000. The median income for a white man in America is $65,000. There are tiers to income in America. There is a reason why men are paid more than women. We are not going to be equal because we don't do the same thing. Let's go. I don't want to hog up this. Let's hear from the from the ladies.
We take our emotions and we marry based upon our emotions, but not what's logical. I think that if you have...
Okay. You know what that is? That's because women not having families nowadays, not having fathers. See, in the old days, you didn't have to worry about your emotions as a woman making the choice for you, because you had to bring the guy home to meet the parents. And the parents took all the emotional bullshit out of the game. Like, what you gonna do with my daughter, boy? And the mama like, yeah, that's a good question. What you plan on doing with my daughter? But you picking yourself, you picking from a woman emotional, what you see He's 6 feet tall, blah, blah, blah. He got a big package. Ooh. No, you picking for all it. Yeah, no, you're not being logical or rational. Let's go on.
Have like a good spiritual foundation, and you kind of know which direction that you're going.
Well, spiritual foundation, where the marriage, where the man is the head of the household. Let's see.
And you're equally yoked. I think it could be beneficial.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Equally yoked? No such thing as equally yoked. Men don't even associate with women that are on the same level as them. Period. Not only because there aren't any. When you get over the $100,000 mark, only 16, 18% of the Black population make over $100,000. Good Lord. And a guy that is making $100,000, he is going to get a woman that is cooperative, fit, fine, submissive, feminine, and can have babies. Because a man that has the money get to pick what he wants. He don't want confrontation. He don't want this we equally yoked. Oh, no, we're not. Men always marry women that, unless she ends up, they marry in college, something like that, and she ends up in her field of study, possibly making more than him. But she don't look at themselves as they being equal.
For both, because then you got the man who knows his role, he knows what he's supposed to be doing, and you got the woman who knows her role, what she's supposed to be doing. And I do believe that there are roles in marriages.
Oh, really?
Okay, you know what? I want to stick a pin in that right there, because I want to talk about that. I want to expand on that, because we do have a clip, and we have the male's perspective about marriage, and we are going to hear what he has to say. Check this out.
Check this out.
Who is marriage good for? Who's it serving more, men or women?
Now, men. Marriage, being with the kids and kind of with the mum, is just right now still an incredibly important way for men to feel needed, connected, involved, etc. Now, that might change, but right now it is pretty clear that they'll do better. And like, if you look at the impact of being married and not married on employment, earnings, health, physical and mental health, life expectancy, huge positive impacts for men, much less so for women. And of course, if you go back, if we went the other way, like you'd say, well, actually women who weren't married were in real trouble economically until recently, right? So like women used to be economically dependent on men, but men were emotionally dependent on women. And I think we've really done a lot on the first half of that. And it's kind of revealing the second part, the kind of the men, partnerless men, childless men, they don't do so well. In fact, they do terribly.
Watch how they go with this.
Wow.
He said they do terribly. Now, Constance, you before we show the clip, you said that we get married wrong. And do you think it's a cultural thing that we get married wrong, or do you think we're just getting married wrong in our generation of getting married wrong?
I think we have our expectations need to be in alignment. But Black people, I think our experience is just Black Americans. Our experience is different than other people's. Because when I seen this, I was like, shit, I'm about to get me a white man. Because these, Black men don't have this.
Wait a minute, hold on. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. That's just not going to happen. Because white men know their roles, and they know the role that you are supposed to play. And what is that role? Cooperative, fit, fine, feminine, submissive, seductive. You ain't none of that. And that's what men require. You don't meet the requirements for white men. And black men just accept it. But no. Your chances of marrying a white man are slim to none. No, don't even go there. White men are the most race loyal. I mean, Chinese, Asians are like the most race loyal, but white men are like right behind them. And white men used to, not give women any rights whatsoever. They had women's suffrage.
The same thought process, or share those same core values about the importance. It's like these black men in the comments talking about marriage don't benefit men at all. How not? Because you have a partner. Now, if you want to just
hold on right there. A partner. Marriage ain't about having no damn partner. A wife ain't a partner. A partner is like in a business. A partner is like a friend. A marriage is an obligation of support. An obligation of support. And following that guy's leadership. Now, I bet you leadership, a man's leadership and the security of a man never even comes up in this conversation.
And be with a man and hang out with your homies all day. I question your masculinity and your sexuality. But a woman can add value to your life if you have the right woman. So yeah, of course
if she's supportive, if she does her thing, her part. If she's look, women don't get with men that they don't believe has a plan that can get them further down the road. You're not getting with a man and he don't have a plan. Like, okay, bro, we're going to get married and then what? That he already has some kind of occupational skill. He's stable, had his own stuff when you met him, had his own car, had his own home or apartment, doing his own thing, been with a business 4 or 5 years or occupation. What are y'all talking about? Y'all just make bad choices.
It's not going to be to your benefit, Terrence, if you're not marrying the right person, or if you're not the right person.
Yeah, and I think a lot of men fail to realize that women actually lose their identity when they get married. They take on your last name. The children that she births, those children came from you, sir.
No, those children are his. And yes, you're supposed to take on your identity. Same as you had your father's identity, if you had one. And now you are under a different kind of father and leadership as a man, but under helper, not partner.
You carry the lineage in your loins, and the woman you plant the seed, that's your child. So I think men have a misconception of what marriage really is, and that they do benefit the most. The woman loses.
Look, okay. The woman loses. She ain't losing anything. She's gaining everything. She's becoming a part of him. That is her job, to become a part of him, to make him whole, as in Adam and Eve. As Adam being split in half and making Eve a yin and a yang. She makes man whole and creates life and supports his program. Supports his program. Not, we all over the place. Oh, you got a program too. We over here working on. No, we working on the main program. But see, when guys don't have a program in place, They don't have business, great job, or occupation, great career. And great careers don't start at 30. For men, great careers start at like 25, 24, straight out of college. Anyway, we're going to keep on with these. Man, oh man, oh man. These people right here are scary.
Loses their identity, the woman extends their lineage. And then if the marriage doesn't work out, you know, she is now has to be represented by this man because her name is changed.
If the marriage don't work out, all that he has sacrificed, all that he has invested, if the marriage don't work out, give me half. He loses if the marriage don't work out. What are you talking about? Good thing they're looking at not at getting rid of lifetime alimony and no fault divorce.
And she has to represent those children. Athena, what are your thoughts on this, on the video and that?
You know, back in the day, the women didn't even keep the children. And the only way she's able to represent the children is that he has to give her support. Child support, spousal support, alimony. Get the hell out of here. Good Lord, dude. He losing all the way around the board. He losing. Stop it. He losing all the way around the board if he get a dud and stuff. Ain't no doubt. Yeah, she's sweating like a pig.
Men are benefiting the most from marriage. Do you feel that way?
Oh, she's sweating everywhere.
I think that men have always greatly benefited from marriage. And I think that, to Constance's point, there is supposed to be a mutual benefit that a woman also
See, and they keep talking about, I think men benefit from the marriage. No, the woman benefits from his success, from him being comfortable and secure to go out there and fight the world. And she supports that. When he's about to chop somebody's head off at the work, and she's like, "No, honey, you know we got this big old mortgage, and we just got that car, and blah, 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 blah. Maybe you should just start your own business." Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff she's supposed to be doing.
receives from marriage. But unfortunately, and I'll talk about this in my book, unfortunately, because of how our emotional state is and our self-esteem and wiring, we do not enter marriages where we have that mutual reciprocation. And
why they keep talking about mutual? Ain't no such thing as mutual. If something happened to the guy, are you mutually going to take over? If the guy gets ill or he loses his job or he fall off or whatever hustle he had, are you going to pick up the slack? Mutual? Hell no. It ain't mutual. You've been ready to dip. Y'all tripping. Mutual. Boy, I'll be the first one to say mutual. Ain't nothing mutual around you. It's all transactional. If he fall off the slightest bit, you headed to the door. Let me tell y'all, let's go. Let's finish. Ooh, Lord. Boy, you be tired trying to listen to this kind of foolishness.
And oftentimes the men do benefit more. And you don't have to take my word for it. Statistics show everything. Men earn 20% more when they're married than when they're not married.
Because they got more responsibility when they married. They got to make more money to take care of the wife, the kids, the second car. You're about to try to get this another house. Yeah, he said, got to earn more money. Yeah. And now she earning money too. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
men's life expectancy increases by 10 years when versus married men versus single men.
Okay, now check this out. Married men versus single men. Married men still live less time than their wives. They may outlive single men, but they don't outlive their wives. Because they're carrying all of the stress of the family. They carrying all of the stress. If it fail, they get the blame. If anything goes sideways, the man gets the blame. The woman don't get the blame. Oh, I tried all I could try. I just couldn't take it no more. He gets the L. So no, he's every day is stress. Is this shit going okay? I don't know. I look at her side, she ain't looking well, I don't know. I ain't getting on yesterday. What the hell is the problem? We'll get to the sex part too. Let's go.
When everybody asking who bringing what to the table and what is the value of this and that, what is the value of 10 extra years on your life? What is the value of 20% extra money on your life?
Well, good Lord Jesus. What is the value? Oh, so what she's saying is just by her showing up and adding extra time on your life because you feel secure and comfortable, you eat better. They don't even understand what the deal is. See, they're not talking about none of what they are doing that causes him to earn more money, that causes him to live longer. Because 90% of the time he's being healthier. She's feeding him right. She's making sure he exercise sometimes because there be some fat husbands. That's her role to make sure he's healthy and he gets his rest and he ain't got no stress. When he get home, he ain't got to listen to the bullshit. Oh, but that ain't gonna happen. Take the police officer, the detective from the Phoenix Police Department, said he was stressed on the job. He's out there in Ahwatukee, out there in a good neighborhood. They're out there somewhere. He was having such a stressful life at the job. The police, other police, is fucking with the brother at the job. He got stressed at the police at the job. He get to the house. He ain't got no peace. He got more stress with the wife. The man said, look, brothers, I don't know what happened. I got the stress at the job. They fucking with a nigga over there. I get to the house. My wife, she fucking with me over there. She just, and we got into a heated argument. And I just fucking couldn't take it. And I just fucking, a switch went off. Tick. And I choked her out. Left her laying there, lifeless. Closed the door, locked it behind me so the kids wouldn't go in and see that what they mom done pushed me to do. With her combative behavior and argumentative and just rah. I just couldn't fucking take it. And that's what he told the police when they pulled him over. He said, bro, I know. I know. I just lost it. I snapped. I had it up to here, the job, the fucking wife. Oh, fuck. And now he's going to do prison. time for something like that. And there needs to be some kind of advocacy for men that snap, that's just had all they can take from these kind of women. From these kind of women. That's why you either marry young and stay with what you got. Because otherwise, when you get this old, these women here fake everything. One of the light skin up there might be other one. That one with the blonde. That's all. That's all somebody else is there from that Southeast Asia somewhere. But oh hell no. Man got to do okay. Let's go ahead. Let's finish. Oh my
Right?
God.
Single men's suicide rates are up, their depression are up. I'm in these dating streets, and that's how I know that what is being said on the internet is not reality. Most men that you meet, especially single men, what is the reality of their life? The reality of their life is that they're eating bad food, they're not getting any sex. If they are getting sex, it's very reckless, clear.
Hold on. Single men have sex about once every other week on an average, while married men have sex on an average once a week. They got to have date night. They got the kids. They got to go to work. They ain't got time to fuck. They ain't got time for no quickie. I'm like, no, baby, I just got in from work. My fucking back hurts and fucking my feet. I've been in these fucking heels all day. Shit. And he's like, yeah, baby, I know. I'm tired too. I'm not going to get that side. Anyway, let's go.
Careless sex that doesn't have any value. They work a job most likely that they hate, or they're stressed out from their job, and they overdose on video games and porn every day. That's the reality of.
That's what women think that single men are doing. Is that what y'all doing? Video games and porn? Oh, I can't fucking believe. Guys, y'all gonna have to tap in. This is fucking ridiculous. I almost feel like stick high. It's ridiculous. Oh no, that's somebody else. All right, anyway.
Most single men, they're not happy, but they're following this doctrine that if you remain single or childless, at least you'll have your autonomy, which is correct, you will. But what is the reality of that autonomy? It's bringing happiness. You want, especially.
Okay, and this is another thing. How is this that women try to get to tell men what's gonna make them happy? They know everything. They just don't know what make men happy. They just don't know what men want.
As a heterosexual man, you want that feminine energy. There is an emotional need that a woman provides to you that you're not going to get anywhere else.
No, what we need is vagina, and we need to make babies. That's what we need. The rest of that, you need, okay, wait until you're over 40 and see what happens. See what happens with this kind of attitude. Look at my sister there, boy. She's shining, boy. She needs a whole towel.
Yeah, I think a lot of men get it misconstrued because men, before they get married to their wives and start families, men are actually married to other things. They're married to their sporting events. They're married to their frat brothers. They're married to their jobs. They're married to all of these different activities that they have that fill-in, that void of not being married. However, when they do get married and they divorce all those activities, I think they get a conception that we are supposed to fill that void of all those things that they left behind. Tiara, how do you?
Well, what are y'all supposed to do? Okay, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to be my goddamn new entertainment now. And stuff. Yeah, fuck yeah. We're supposed to have like conversations. and stuff. Go to movies and stuff. Fuck yeah, go hiking and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. You you half-ass partner. Okay, here we go.
Do you feel about that? Do you feel like men are really benefiting the most, or are they losing the most?
You know, it's so funny that you say that because it makes me think of like, what do they say, bros before hoes, or what?
Yeah.
I know that's random, but you know, when I look at things, like when I look at rappers, let's just say, and they got like 10 men in the entourage, and like they're spewing all these like women hating lyrics, like we don't love hoes and women and all of that stuff. It you know, that was just what it made me think of when you said that. But overall, I agree with what you said earlier about women losing their sense of self, you know, when they enter partnerships and they think it's going to be a partnership until you realize that you've married a man that is looking for a mother. Most
Okay. A partnership. Y'all keep, I don't know where y'all get this partnership from. Marriage is not a partnership. Marriage is a family. A partnership is your business over there. Boy. Okay.
women that I hear marry, when they marry men, they feel like, oh, you know, they almost feel like they have another child. And so it doesn't really seem
Boy, look how women think about y'all, bro. Says just like having another fucking child. Oh my God, they were raised by women. Oh, for the last 50 years. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. This is too much. This is too much. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't.
as sexy as a single woman. I definitely want to get married,
No,
but I
you're
want to
not.
marry a man who offers like it's yin and yang. It's really a partnership. It's not me trying to do all the things that his mama used to do, just be there to wash clothes and clean and, you know, help him with his endeavors. And, you know, like I want to do those things, but I
No,
also
you don't. You just put stipulations on. I want to do all those things, but I just don't see it happen. I want to do all those things, but
so on the receiving end, if I don't want to do those things, he's like, nah, I got it. So I just don't want to go into a situation feeling like I got a son, because I don't have a son. I have a daughter. That's my only kid. Like,
oh. Oh my God. Did you get a husband with that one? Oh my God. Oh boy. Oh hell no.
that's all I want. That's all I want, you know.
So you don't want to feel like a wife appliance. That's what they're calling it now.
No,
A wife
I'm
appliance.
really interested in I
Your
don't want
wife
to enter,
appliance?
and I want a man that loves women. I mean, I said that bros before hoes on purpose, because I feel like a lot of men, when you look at the internet, the energy towards women is really like nasty. It's gross. It's almost like some
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't heard one good thing about men in this whole entire show yet. Not one thing have they said good about a man, and especially one that they've known.
of these podcasts, when I watch them, it's almost like men don't like women. I don't know if they like each other, but they definitely don't like women. They don't, if you
Wait a minute. When a men said they didn't like women, you have never heard any man anywhere say they didn't like women. You've heard a lot of women say they don't need men on a regular, every day, every 2 or 3 seconds. If you Google the hashtag I don't need no man or women not, that shit is going to be through the roof versus men not needing women. Come on now, let's talk. Let's be real. Y'all live in a fantasy world. And because what women see as men hating them is men criticizing them for the way that they are. And because they don't want to change. See, black men, and we're the only ones that's having this conversation. Mexicans aren't having this conversation. White people aren't having this conversations. Asians aren't having this conversation. This is only conversation is only going on with the niggas that come from slavery. And black women having come to some ridiculous conclusion from slavery forward that the black man wasn't worthy of them after they had slept with Mr. Charlie and had benefits of light skin and light skinned kids. But because we had segregation, the black woman had to stay with the black family. But as soon as we got freedom, she dipped. She dipped in droves. After the 60s, early 70s, welfare, no fault divorce, I ain't happy. Bam, she left. I'm going to go live with the white man. Now, when we look at the statistics, black women with children are the most impoverished group in America, or at the bottom of the family totem pole. From there is single black men with children. Single black men with children, the children have better success than single black women with children. So where do y'all get this we winning sister girl superwoman perspective from? It's just fantasy. In every area of economics, you are failing when it comes to you and men. Go to blackdemographics.com. Get some real information. Get some real data. Go check out. No, y'all don't want the real data. Y'all want the feelings, the make-believe, the fantasy. But you can have your fantasy. We'll see how it work out for you. Because most of y'all going to be, okay, they get to a point about marriage and we're going, because when you look at men do better married, well, that's only 25% of the black ADOS population. Only 25% are married. 75% of black women aren't married. 80% of the marriages with black men and women, the black woman initiates the divorce. You left the family in the 70s and you've been leaving the family ever since. When y'all talk about marriage and long-term marriage, you can forget about that, because the average black marriage only lasts 5 to 7 years. So y'all don't even stay in a marriage long enough to even be married, because the loyalty ain't there. Black women are always looking at an exit to a marriage. Men are never looking at an exit. Men are expecting you to exit. That's why they are not getting into marriage with you. Because you already got this exit plan. I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. You already got the I don't need no man locked in your head and you ready to dip. So black men need to not even focus on black women as a part of we're going to continue the black family with black women, because wherever the man is, there is the family. And we're not going to just tolerate this bashing. And because one of the things that they're not understanding is with the man's success is their success as well. Yeah, you there, he earned 20% more. Okay, you got 20% more damn benefits that you wouldn't have had. Oh, what did you have to do? Some work. Yeah, you had to keep him comfortable. Yeah, that's your job. Keep the husband comfortable. Keep him, oh yeah, you got it. You can get in the game. Don't worry. Oh yeah, yesterday was a bad day for you, but don't worry. Go out there and get him. I got you. I'm here. I got you. No matter what. You slip, you fall, I got you. Don't worry. I got this. We equally yoked. Yeah, right. You slip, you fall, she's out of there. You slip, you fall, she's out of there. She ain't loyal. Marriage takes loyalty. I'm in it, period. And make a good choice. Choices matter. The better your choices, the better your circumstances. You make poor choices, as they have already stated, based on the emotions. So you don't know how to pick men in the first place. So to be able to say that men are this or men are that, no, the men you picked were this or that. And the reason why you picked them, oh, let's have a conversation about that. Y'all want to have a conversation? Let's talk about your last relationship, if you could call it that. And why was it what it was? And why didn't it go where it should have been? And I guarantee you, it's because you weren't all in. The guy was probably all in. You were never all in. And that's a guy's risk, that y'all ain't never all in. So he got to come up with an escape plan, a comfort plan too, because he know y'all gonna dip. Y'all ain't loyal. Y'all ain't faithful. So he's got to like, fuck, I'm a man. I'm putting in all of this sacrifice, right? All this shit costs me. This is an expense. I got investment in this. You just showed up and do a little something, something. I got investment in all this. This shit goes sideways, I lose everything. So in the back of my head, I got to be thinking as a man, this motherfucker probably finna dip. This motherfucker probably got some motherfucker on the side and shit. Who they talking to on their fucking phone? Fuck. He got to be thinking about all of that. And then in the process, what he's got to do is, in order to feel like he's safe, oh, he got to get some shit on the side. Well, whatever. She do dip, I got to back up. Fuck yeah, I got to back up. She dip on me, I'm good. Because she probably going to dip. She going to get the house, blah, 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 whatever, and shit. So he got to have an escape plan. He got to have some shit over here, bit, whatever, that ain't even associated with you, which is the reason why a lot of guys got to get prenups. You gotta get prenups. Fuck that bullshit. You got if you over $60,000, bro. Especially if you over $100,000. If you're over $100,000, dude, no, you got to get a prenup soon as you walk in the door. How you doing? Okay, sir, I'm right here. All this shit that you see I got right here, no, none of this shit belong to you at all. None of it. Don't get comfortable. Whatever we build from the time that we start, bam, that's what you associated with. That's what you associated with. Understand that. All the shit that I got when you get here is my shit, not yours. You get to enjoy it as long as you stay. When you leave, you get to leave with the shit you brought with you. That part. Now, you don't get half of none of this. This already mine. Right here. This already mine right here. House, the car, blah, 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 blah. My social network, this all mine. Now, what do you bring to my table? Huh? How can you enrich and be an asset to what I'm already building? How can you assist me in getting to my goal faster? Huh? How can you do that part? Not hinder me from getting to my goal because you want me to concentrate on your shit. No, be an asset, not a liability. Be an asset to my program, to my plan, to my leadership. And why you here if you're not on my page? Why you here? If you don't respect what I got going, why you here? Oh, you're just trying to pillage some of what I got. Oh, no, I'm sorry, baby. Hasta la vista. Now, a guy with money, he get to tell you hasta la vista. An average guy, he making 50,000, 60,000. He got to put up with this. Well, a guy that's making 50,000, and say for instance, he's well. Let's see for the ladies here. Oh my God.
Love a woman properly, you're a simp. If you there's all these things that come along with it. And it's so funny. And I'm gonna just say this and end it. When women meet men, we are looking for that man, like, oh, I hope he's the one, and I'm gonna go on this date and I hope he's the one, right?
I hope he's the one. I hope he's the one. That's pretty shallow. Anyway.
Men go on dates and they're like not thinking, you're like, we're gonna kick it. I'm gonna hang out with her, like she gonna be a friend. Like our approach to relationships.
No, that ain't. That ain't. See, this is the thing, men. This is the reason why y'all got to come out of the closet. Women got y'all so fucking scary. Women got y'all so henpecked. It is just fucking outrageous. You know, a lot of y'all got relationship trauma. Man, a lot of y'all got relationship trauma. A lot of y'all going through relationship trauma right now, brothers. I know. And you think that because you don't say nothing, that it's going to make it better? You won't even put it in your rap music. You won't. You will call her a this or that, but you won't say why. Oh, man. Let's finish this.
Are different. And then so when you get into a marriage, it's kind of still that same energy. You know, what I would hope it wouldn't be, but what I see is like women being head over heels in love, and a man is just like, I mean, she cool, you know, she cool, it's cool. Like, Yeah. I could
I
do
think-
something else.
I think a lot of times people get it misconstrued as to what marriage is. And I'm just going to be completely honest. I think a lot of times people are looking at it as, oh, I can have sex without fornicating. They look at it as they're more concerned about the marriage bed and the wedding than they are about the actual union. But I want to focus here on what
Really?
One of our commentators says, you all think and feel this way now at the age you are currently. How did you think when you were in your early 20s during your peak years regarding marriage? I'm a PK. So shout out to Jacob. I'm a PK. So my stance on marriage has been consistent. I am also a product of a divorce. My mother was a preacher. My daddy was a performer. And my parents divorced. They didn't make it. So I knew that I wanted to break the generational curse of divorce. And I took a pen and paper and I sat down and I took notes and looked to see how many women in my family on both sides, mother and father, how many of those women were married 10 or 15 years or more or ever got married at all. And there was a small number out of all of my aunts. That number was low. So I knew I needed to do some deep diving and work within myself in order to change that generational curse, because it is a curse. To start something and not finish it is a generational curse.
You know, my podcast, I have The Curse of the Black Woman. You can catch it on Spotify or Apple. The Curse of the Black Woman, Part 1 and Part 2. Now I may even have to come up with a Part 3.
Athena, how do you...
Can I have a question?
Yes, please.
He said something about our 20s being our peak years.
Yes.
I would have never married in my 20s. Really, like now that I'm the age I am, I'm glad I didn't get married at 20, because that really, I mean, I wasn't mature enough, but like the whole like peak years thing, I feel like I'm in my peak now. You know, I feel like we in our prime now. Like
This is the time.
At 25, your peak years are like 25 to 35. Because you're most in that procreative space, which is why you're here, to continue a man's lineage. That's why you're here, to have his children. Obviously, y'all don't understand that part. But anyway, look, can I explain how life works? See, everybody else understands how life works, but Black people. See, this is how life works. You grow up, supposedly, with your parents, mother and father. You watch your mother and your father interact with each other. Good times, bad times. And when you are in high school, you meet a girl, or a boy meets a girl. I mean, yeah, y'all meet in your late teens. Sometimes people have been knowing each other, went to the same school since like elementary school. You know what I mean? Then in high school at 16, 17, start dating, go to prom. After prom, now the boy see a guy that a girl is dating or thinking about dating in high school. Now, you got to look at where the boy come from, what kind of family he got. Because the boy is his parents, whether you like it or not. You are your parents, whether you like it or not. Now, you having conversations with the boy. He having conversation with you. You're looking at his goals in life. If he's a junior or senior, he should have his own car. If he comes from a two-parent household, he should have his own car as a junior or senior in high school. He should, in fact, be working a part-time job. He should, in fact, be looking at what his career choice is going to be. Whether he's going to be an athlete, whether he's going to go into the military, whether he's going to go into some kind of vocational training, whether or not he's just going to go to work. And in his senior year and y'all dating and doing y'all thing, y'all might go to college. You know, the majority of people in the world meet their husbands in their 20s in college. Not in the streets. They meeting people that's looking at being successful in life. There were people that are somewhat serious about life, are colleges, universities, vocational training, military. So now, if in your 20s, by 25, whereas you should like almost either finish college at 25, like 4 years college, 2 years college, and by 25, and most of y'all already got babies in your 20s, but at 25, you should be seriously thinking about this person that you've been with, about marrying them at 23, 24, 25. Because see, you don't have forever to start building wealth for your future children. You can't delay that activity. You got to get on that right away. That's life. Life ain't to play with. Life is not a game. Life is not fun. Life is taking risks. Educated, rational, logical risk. So you got the boy, y'all getting married. I think I got married to my second wife at 28 and bought the first house. Had been in the military and out. At 28. That's normal. That's normal for everybody else but black people. To do that is normal. Just not normal for y'all. Because since the 70s, the black woman had decided that being independent was better than being a wife or family. Because coming from divorced parents or something, being independent was taught by the mothers instead of being supportive of a husband so that he could be all he could be. Because see, any number of you could grab a guy and y'all could be rich tomorrow with you being on his plan. There are a lot of men out here with good plans, good programs. They don't have any support like you rappers. Can't get no support, especially from black women. So it means any of you other women, white women, Mexican women, doing Asian women, get you a black man. Save a black man. Help build the black family. One of you other races of women. Show black women what they could have had and will wish they had, but it will be too late. You will be bitter and alone with the dog. Shout out to Godfather Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, big brother. See, Kevin Samuels was intelligent, intellectual. Had a lot of pedigree and stuff. And people just put him down. Blah, 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 blah. He was 100,000% right. 100,000%.
Like in this age I'm in right now, I feel like women are the most confident.
Yes.
You know, if we're talking about like you know, like sexual you know what
Sexual promiscuity. Yeah. Hoes. Yeah. Most confident. And I wonder where this most confident, how? Most confident. Okay, let's see. I gotta hear the rest of this.
you know, like
Sexual awareness and sexual heighteness. Yeah, women
like
in their
our sexual
40s are in
peak,
their peak.
we're peaking
Yes.
at the sexual level, right? Like
Yes, Lord.
yeah.
Peaking at the sexual level. They passed 35. All of them are past 35. Your sexual peak is over. Over. It's over. All the way over. Because with this sexual peak, who you gonna be having sex with? Huh? Because a lot of black men says, nah, I'm passing it up. So you single and alone, who you gonna be having sex with? Y'all ain't having sex with nobody. Other women maybe. Or some young dudes that, I mean, it's just putting miles on top of miles.
Lord, where's that tambourine? Where's your tambourine?
We're mature. We can handle things. We know which way we want to go. We can love ourselves and the man properly, depending on how you healed yourself. But
Yeah, depend on how you healed yourself. Good Lord, boy, you talking about the level of trauma, the level of victimhood, the level of trauma. Oh my God, it's self-inflicted. The trauma came from bad, poor, uneducated, irrational choices that you made. You didn't have to damn get Tyrone on and get pregnant and wasn't married. Huh? Okay, let's go.
But I mean, yeah, I don't think I was in my peak in my 20s.
Yeah, listen, I got married in my 20s, and my prefrontal cortex was absolutely not developed when I made that decision.
Oh Lord. Prefrontal cortex. With painted on eyebrows on that cortex. I'm sorry.
So would I do it again? No. However, I got kids, so I can't say no. So I would have the kids again, but then I think about my daughter. She's 25. She said, Mom, if I got pregnant right now, I feel like it would be a teenage pregnancy because I don't feel like I'm ready. I don't,
Yeah. And and from listening to you, hell no. Your 25-year-old daughter ain't ready. And the thing about it is, because she said, Her daughter said if she got pregnant. She didn't say if she got married. And the other thing is, her and her 25-year-old daughter are competing for the same men. Yep. Because see, her 25-year-old daughter, see, she's, okay, yeah, she's 40-something. All right. Oh yeah, she's 40-something, right? Okay, so she got a 25-year-old daughter. Yeah, she's 41, 2, 44, you know what I'm saying? Right? And she still thinks she look kind of cute. Right? All right, now her daughter, now her 41-year-old mother, 42-year-old mother, she's not going to date a 50, 55, 60-year-old guy. She's not. She thinks she's supposed to have a 35, a 37-year-old guy. Let me tell you, the 37-year-old guy is looking at your daughter, a 25-year-old woman. Not only is the 35, 40-year-old guy looking at your daughter, the 50 and 60 and 70 and 80-year-old guy is looking at your daughter at 25. Your daughter at 25 got a better chance of getting a husband than you at 40-something. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. You come with too much damage. Too much damage. Too much hostility, too much masculinity, too much we the same, too much we equal, too much too much. And see, the daughter at 25, she can be still honed into a great woman, fall in love for the first time, and have a good love. You done got fucked up already. You fucked up your first 1 or 2, 3 choices. Now you don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know what, you done had so many bad experiences that you don't know, you don't know where to look. And good men are right in front of your face every day. They ain't paying attention to you. Because you come in with all these gestures, all these neck snapping, they invisible. They like, they go into the cloaking, they put on the cloaking button and flat out disappear. You walk right past them, you don't even see them, they're standing right there. You be like, damn, I smell something. I smell like some kind of cologne. What is that? Hell yeah. He's like, no, keep on going. Keep on going.
So I just think about myself as a 23-year-old mother or 23, 24-year-old mother. Like, I was a child. I had to grow up a lot sooner. I was on my own a lot sooner, but I was.
Oh, I was a child. You weren't supposed to be a child. You were supposed to have parents that raised you. Home training. See, because y'all didn't have parents that stayed together, you didn't get the home training. You didn't get the understanding of how to make it work. You didn't see the ups and the downs, him failing. You didn't get to see dad like, damn, shit just all the way fucked up. Lost his job and some more shit. And your mom was like, right there, don't worry, Tyrone. I got you, baby. You know, I got a little something saved up. All right, we good. Yeah, we good. No, hell no. Oh, that ain't happened these days. Soon as something happened like that, oh, well, I guess we must be about to get a divorce. You better hurry up and get something going on. Or you finna take the kids, the family, and all of that. No, I'm finna fuck everybody up around here. Y'all don't realize what happens when a man that made all of these sacrifices, got up early in the morning, went to fucking work, and somebody he didn't really want to go to work for, but he got a family. You got to take care of. You can't let them see him sweat. You got to mow through it. That's why you don't live as long as women. Because he's stressed all the time. Didn't get none. Food was cold. Kids fucked up. He got to just go to the bar. Fuck this bullshit. To get some relief. And then while he at the bar, soaking in his damn misery and disgust at what he got going on at the house, some little cutie slide up. Oh, what's going on, Big Daddy? Oh, don't worry. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Fuck that motherfucker at the house that ain't got you, that should have you. I got you. That's how men end up fucked up. And they lose every which way. Ain't no win. Ain't no win. Even when it's a win, men has got in the back of their head, when the fuck is the last shoe gonna drop? Especially in the black community, because black women ain't loyal. They ain't gonna stay. They ain't gonna fucking stay. Telling you. Check the history for the last 50 years, since civil rights, since you free now, Toby. She took off. Ain't been back since. And been blaming the man ever since. It's his fault. It's his fault. He did this. He did that. No, you. You. It's you. And all this, you think we equal. We are not. Stop it. Equality. Well, if we were equal, then you pick up the slack when he fall off. We equal then. You be the provider when he can't provide. We equal then. Oh, that's what I thought. Now we equal when it benefits you. You tripping. Try to just be a woman. Stop playing. And all these psychology bulls. Oh, boy.
I was a child. No.
Child, you still a
I've
child.
been doing some other shit.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean we didn't mean to.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I wanted
mean,
to
like, you know,
say
this,
that.
that spoke to my spirit.
I wanted to say, go ahead, Athena. A lot of men are not proposing to women in their 20s. Okay, a lot of men are thotting and bopping and leaving a trail of broken hearts behind that.
No, because y'all not presenting yourselves as women to propose to. And then when y'all get proposed to, it don't make y'all no difference. Hell no. Hell no. Boy, I tell you, the thing is women just make up so many different kinds of stories. This is like Tales of the Sisters. Boy, y'all on the move, Lord. This is worse than Alice in Wonderland or the Wizard of Oz.
In their 20s. How many marriage proposals are Thought that's the word of the day. Thought and
That's the
bopping.
word of the day.
Thought
Thought
and
and bopping. For those of
Thought
you
and
just
bopping.
tuning in, Athena is our she is our current event word of the dayer. She is our English. She is our English professor for the word of the day. Thoughtin' and bopping.
Thought and bopping. But to your credit, during the 20s, I did get proposed to once. I did have also another guy who wanted to marry me. And I was so glad I had the maturity to go to premarital counseling. And I was so glad that I had the maturity to understand that even though there was a lot of love there, that this was not going, if I would have married them, it would have probably ended up in divorce because we were not aligned. I also had the benefit of parents, my dad.
Wait a minute. Because we weren't aligned. Where do y'all come up with these damn terms from? Aligned? We would have probably got divorced. Oh man, y'all so fatalistic. We would have probably. No, I would have wanted to hear something that in marriage counseling that the counselor said, well, doesn't look like he has the kind of goals or intentions and blah, blah, blah. Ugh. Oh my God. Oh my. See, and most of these people have psychology degrees and shit. Worthless.
Dad and my stepmother have been married for over 40 years. And seeing that example. And also I had aunts who were married over 40 years. In fact, I think 2 summers ago, I asked my stepmom and my aunt questions about marriage and men. So combined, this is 80 years worth of experience. And I felt like if women understood what the sacrifice was going to be on the front end, like before they got married, I would actually think that the marriage rates would actually drop, because unless you have a certain kind of husband or a man is showing up a certain way in your life, it actually, you end up, it takes more out of you. It's a big sacrifice on the.
What the hell is she saying? What? This is what you call word soup. They just talk around not saying anything.
Woman's part. Now my stepmom kind of works out because my dad do everything, so she kind of set up. But most people are not that, and because I even shared yesterday how much my dad did for me. So most men are not showing up in that way. So it is a huge sacrifice on the women, and I think it's this big Jedi mind trick that we have to campaign so hard to get married to men who on most time benefit more than us from the actual marriage, right? The most people the
benefit more? How in the hell does he benefit more? See, and this is the thing. Benefit more. And see, and they're gonna say, well, he benefits more because he lives longer and stuff. Yeah, he lives longer if it's a good fucking marriage. But 50% of white marriages end in divorce. Over 80% of black marriages end in divorce. Like 70-something, 80%. It's like fucking high as fuck.
people who live the longest are single women first, then married men, then married women and single men last. So
I'm looking at, I see a comment here that just kind of triggered me. Jacob, I don't know if Jacob is talking in general, but Jacob said, whether you all know it or not, and I want to get your ladies' feedback, whether you all know it or not, you have adopted a male-based value and thought system. But before we jump into that, I just want to say to everybody, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Fly Nubian Money, and we are discussing who really benefits from marriage. Now, if you want to make sure that you're tuning in all the time and you know when we're going live, please make sure you text Queens. That's Queens and text that to 87948 so you can get notifications about when we're going live. Now, also keep in mind that Fly Nubian Money is now on Spotify, and you can tune in Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock. And you can check us out, and all you have to do is search for Fly Nubian Money. Now, Fly Nubian Money is all about money and resources. So if you need some and you want to get some at a low cost or for free, because there are some free ones there, make sure you go on over to flynubianmoney.com and check out some of that wealth strategy and build a legacy of wealth in your family. Now, Jacob, are we going to give Constance? Are you ready for Jacob? You look like you're ready to.
I don't even know I don't know what that means. How do you adopt a male mindset? Explain that to me. I don't get it.
I don't know how Jacob, can you elaborate on that? Because I don't think that women have developed a male conceptual mindset. I think what it is that we're looking at some of the history within our families and within society of women jumping into relationships and marriages, giving 25, 30, 40 years of their life and then ending up in a divorce, and they have to start all over again because they have adopted the image of someone else. And just remember, men, that when a woman marries you and you divorce her, she's still walking around with the image of you.
Wait a minute, hold on. And he divorces her. No, men don't do the divorcing. Why is it? And he divorces her. The majority, overwhelming, like 70-something, 80% of Black marriages end in divorce, and like 70-something% of them end in divorce. 80% of them are initiated by women. I'm not happy.
And then you get to go ahead and marry someone else and still share that image with someone else. So women start losing their identity because now the identity is shared with the next woman, the next woman, the next woman. Then they start wrestling with who they are. But my question is, with that, Tiara, I want to ask you: Is love enough? Is love enough to say, I want to spend my life with you? Is love enough to your independence and give up your career so you can focus on? Is love?
Wait a minute, give up your career? White women with careers that are married don't give up their career. What in the hell? What are these women? Where do Black women get these ideas from? Nobody else has these ideas. No other women give up their careers for marriage. They add marriage or their careers together. They do it together. They don't have to do one or the other. Black women have come to some weird conclusion. If I get married, I don't do nothing. No, you still go to work? What? Boy, y'all lazy.
Enough, Tiara? Is it enough? We can't hear you, girl. Turn your mic on.
Okay, it's supposed to be.
See, love is an action. Love is what you do, not what you say, you feel. Love is what you do. It's a verb. Y'all want to make it something else, like an adjective or adverb. But no, love is an action. What you do, him going to work every day and making sure everything is squared away, is love and devotion, which y'all don't know nothing about. Slow.
It's supposed to be. In an ideal world, love should be enough. We should be able to look at somebody and say, man,
Love is enough. You don't even start out in love. Back in arrangement, you learn to love. You learn that. You develop that. But initially, the person and what their game plan is fascinates you. I like where you say you want to go. I like the way you sold that program. You're going to do this and you're going to do that. And one day you're going to be this and that. And yes. And I'm excited about helping you do that. This ain't what they're talking about.
I just love you. But when you start adding real life and reality to love under a household, and like you roll over and, you know, he ain't going to a job, or you going to.
Wait a minute. He ain't going to a job. See, now, why is it that in all of these conversations, it is the worst? It's always the worst. He ain't going to no job. How did it get to the point where he ain't going to no job? Why are you with the guy that didn't have a career, that didn't have an occupation, that didn't have a plan? How is that? How you make those kind of dumb choices?
But you love his dirty draws, but he dropping you off at work. Hell no.
Like he ain't, you know, he ain't picking up after himself. He on a game, you know, like there's this.
He ain't picking up after himself. He's on a game. What, man? Is that what's going on with y'all? He ain't picking up after himself. What the? Oh, dude, he on his games. Brothers, is this what y'all doing? This is their perception of y'all. Y'all on games, y'all on bullshit, y'all ain't going to work. Now, would any of you men out there, would any of you men out there on any level date any one of these women? For any reason. I mean, just to go out with their ass, just to like, With you. Not a one of them couldn't get no action at all. None. Oh, hell no. Because me at 73, if I got real money, fuck no. I'm not finna do none of this. Hell no. If I'm gonna look for a wife, no, they will not be in the top 10 at all. They ain't even in the running. Hell no. The running start at under 35. For me, good Lord. Well, I might have a conversation with you if you're over there, but because you ain't talking about having no babies or nothing and being loyal to them. No, hell no. Hell no. Too much baggage. Look at all, man. This is drama. They need I don't know what kind of emotional medication they need here, man. But all of these smiling, this ain't reality. Brothers, y'all got to boss up, bro. Y'all got to start getting out here. Y'all got to start getting out here and telling the truth. Because women pushing a different kind of narrative, bro.
Respect that I have to maintain for a man. And I think that that love is not enough. It is something that I think needs to be nurtured each and every day. That hustle and that everything else needs to be matched. If I'm giving you my whole self, like I just need that back. And then I want to be inspired. I want to be in a situation that inspires me for forever. Like I want a man with a vision. Do you have a vision for us? You know, a lot of women have, they get with these men who can't see what they're going to be doing next week. And so I'm not.
Okay, so whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? A lot of these women, when you use that conversation, that wording, a lot of women, what do you mean a lot of women? She just said, a lot of women get with men that don't have a plan. Whose fault is that? Oh, he had a nice package. He had nice jewelry, had shiny teeth. He have a plan. Y'all incur. Choice matters. Oh, but y'all don't want to be held accountable for the choices.
About to take myself and jump in your car, and you is leading us down a road of destruction, baby. I work too hard. No, or I gotta lead us, and if I gotta drive us, then there's no purpose, right? Because that's not.
Oh, see, boy, dude, oh, y'all getting it, bro? She is giving y'all the business. Oh shit, it's 2 hours in. I don't know if I can take any more. I don't know if I can take any more. Yeah, a couple more seconds.
Is it that the marriage is for the men, but the dating and the courtship is for the woman? That's what it's starting to seem like. The women get all the benefit from the beginning with the courtship and the dating, and then when it's time to get married, it just changes guards. How do you feel? Constance is like,
I want to hear Constance's perspective.
No, I'm just saying, just having this conversation, it just makes me hopeless because it's like, this is so difficult. You know, the longer I've been single, the less I lose hope that there's actually someone out there that can meet my needs, you know. And then I hear these raggedy ass Negroes talking silly and
see, raggedy ass Negroes. I'm telling you, bro, y'all ain't getting no respect. Y'all raggedy ass.
marriage don't benefit me, and it's, you know, just, and the stuff that you hear online, but it's extremely disheartening, and it's frustrating. But going back to your question, is love enough? So it depends on how you approach love and what you view love as, right? So the emotion love, the butterflies in the pit of your stomach, is absolutely not enough. That is a lust. But if you talk about, because I heard somebody said love covers a multitude of sin. So if you look at the Proverbs, I mean, not the Proverbs, the 1 Corinthians chapter 13 version of love, which is love is patient. It's an action word.
Excuse me. I never looked into Proverbs or any of that. I've been in church for a long time, but I never probably got to that verse and knew that. But I'm just smart enough to know. I've been around long enough. It's one of the things that advantages of age and wisdom. Did I not say love was an action already? Okay, so now am I a genius? I didn't know it was in the Bible though.
That can cover everything, right? Because that's going to make you get up and go to work every day. That's going to make you cover your part.
Exactly. When you get up and go to work every day, and you put up with the job and the bullshit at the job, and you come home and you got some bullshit going on there, and you don't want to burn the house down with fucking Fido in there. Yeah, that's love. When you tolerate shit, that's love. Nah, they don't know nothing about love. Love is sacrifice.
That's going to make you jump into your role and do what you're supposed to be doing. But it's not that emotion. But I want both. I want the emotion too. I want to be head over heels in love with the person that's going to take care of me, who's going to lead me, and who's going to teach me something. Like Tiara said, I want somebody that's going to teach me some things. I don't want.
Ain't nobody teach you nothing. You think you know everything. You talking a lot. I can't imagine a guy being in a conversation with you. No, hell no. This is maddening.
What? I don't want to be the man. I'm tired.
I don't want to be. You tired? You tired of being a man? Yeah. Too late. It's ingrained in you to try to be the man. Too late to be the woman.
I'm tired.
Athena, we Constance is preaching today. Athena. Athena, what are your thoughts there? Do you think is love enough?
No, and I don't think love is enough for just marriage. Because if it's just love, then we technically don't need to get married. I can just love you as now. I think marriage does provide a structure and a system that is very good for relationships as well, but also for economics. There's a multiple benefits to being married.
Oh boy. Yes, two is better than one. Yeah. Would you rather be paying 100% of everything and got a motherfucker on the side, or would you rather have a partner so two are carrying the load? No, y'all just slow. Y'all just incredibly slow.
I look at marriage as like an agreement and a commitment, but also it's a contract that supersedes most contracts. I can just marry you and I will get certain benefits that I don't need to have all these different contracts to get because I am your wife and I'm your next of kin and all these other things, right?
But
I do believe that, like I said, I think it's a Jedi mind trick on women that we have to do this heavy camp. Like, I wish we didn't have to do this, what I call heavy campaigning. So when a woman campaigns, is like she is advertising that she is ready to be her, what Tiffany New York would say, her eggs cracked. She's ready to like have her last name changed, like, because the understanding is like we have to convince men to do something that is at the end of it really good for them to do, right?
yeah, no, you have to convince men that you are worth his sacrifice of saying, I'm not going to just fuck any chick I want to anymore because I can. And I'm just going to be right here with you. Yeah, he got to make a serious sacrifice. That he got to look at everything that he has, your ass could end up with if he slipped anywhere along the lines and you got the line so blurry. Oh, I'm just not happy. What the fuck does that mean? Who knows what that means? Oh, I'm just not happy. What? Somebody told me I had to be a husband and a psychiatrist too. What are we doing? Got to be a counselor? What's you doing now? What's wrong with you, baby? You all right? You sure? Huh? You still healing? Okay. She's still healing. She's still healing, ladies and gentlemen. Just relax. Just going through a healing moment.
Because the fear is what they're gonna. There's usually two fears. The fear is they're not gonna be able to do whatever they want, so they're not gonna be able to just stop and bop in the streets like that. That's usually what the fear is. And then the other side is financial.
Yeah, you're gonna
like
do every fucking thing. Yeah, exactly. It's financial. Exactly. All of his fucking wealth could go up in smoke with one of y'all weirdos that aren't going to be loyal and stick to the contract, which says until death do us part, through sickness and in health, richer or poor, for freaking better or for worse. Now, any of those can make you unhappy if they go sideways. They sick, they're in the hospital, high medical bills. Oh, that might make you unhappy. No grounds for you to get to stepping. Poor, richer or poor? Poor shit. Oh, hell no. Oh, you poor now? We poor now? I'm out of here. No, that ain't what the vows say. Richer or poor. Because most people start out together poor. Y'all start trying to hitchhike with men after men have already made it. You're supposed to start out in life in love and broke. And love is supposed to be enough to get you to rich and famous. Now y'all on the back end of life talking about love. Y'all slow. Should have caught up. Should have did that shit in the beginning. Too late.
I said in an earlier episode that we have, only 6% of U.S. Black adults make $100K or more. So what money are you afraid to lose? Most people don't have that much money. So
Okay, so why y'all putting money as the forefront of marriage when you already know black people ain't got no money? Oh, y'all so slow.
Y'all broke ninjas anyway. So what you bring it to the table?
And then anytime we start talking about
See that? Broke niggas anyway. Now men are out here talking broke bitches anyway, and hoe bitches anyway, and gold digging is anyway, and all that flipping the fingers and nails and well, brothers, we're gonna have to have a meeting. We're gonna have to have a bro conference. Ain't no doubt about it. We're gonna have to have a bro conference. We done. If y'all don't cough, we got to have a bro conference like right now. This is. How did we get here? I'll explain it. I ain't gonna do it tonight though. It's okay. I might be able to go to 2:30. Good Lord, Jesus.
these things, it's like, oh, the Tottenham bopping with like the Pookie and Ray Rays. Okay, listen.
You gotta have all these things.
Pookie and Ray Ray make a small portion of men, right? The majority of y'all be Tottenham bopping.
See, and they don't even like Pookie and Ray Ray. But the ones that be thotting and bopping, they be thotting and bopping with them. They thotting and bopping with them, with single women that ain't gonna get married. Only 1 out of 4 black women will get married in their lifetime. Only 1 out of 4. Ain't nobody marrying y'all because of this. So the best chance you got of getting married is before you turn 25, definitely before you turn 30. After you turn 30, it's a wrap. You're going to end up like these chicks right here. You're going to end up just like these. And if you want to be serious about a family, you better do that shit between 22 and, I'd say 22 and 32. But 22 and 28, you do that. That's the time you do it. Once you pass 30, fuck no, you don't start getting damaged, don't get miles, start fucking front end, starting to go out, starting to get a little squeaky and shit, you know. Stern is a little fucked up. Tires is getting bad. Time for oil change. Everything. Way past time for oil change. You in there like 100,000? No. Your warranty done ran out? Hell no.
Okay, the majority of y'all and women be giving
young
out
and old, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. They thotting and bopping. They really are.
Listen,
They thotting and bopping.
I was talking to an 80-year-old woman, and she was telling me about the problem she was having, and my daughter was like, "They still acting up at 80? Still acting up at 80?
Still acting up. Still. You know, there's one thing my grandmother used to say, who was a divorced woman. My grandmother used to say, understanding is better than love. Because you can love somebody from a distance. You can love them from a distance. I have relatives I haven't seen in 30 years.
You relatives and husbands is different. See how y'all claw blur the lines. Now you're supposed to be in a relationship with somebody from a distance because you can love a relative from a distance. Oh, okay.
And I'm good with that, but I love them. But in the relationship, the last relationship I was in, I just honestly could not understand his methodology of thinking. He just didn't make sense to me.
How long were you in that relationship?
I was in that relationship too long, but it was 5 years. And it was during the time I worked on ships when I was a cruise director, and he traveled with me. Yes, he was a U.S. citizen. No, I was not making anybody, was not bringing anybody here that couldn't speak the language.
My question to you though, Erica, is since he was your domestic partner, is it better to get married? Do you not want to get married? Because like I'm thinking for me, what's the benefit of marriage at this age in my life, being damn near half a century? And
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
I didn't, you know, I've done my thing. I got my kids, all my shit going to my kids. Hopefully you've are established, all your shit go to your kids. So what is really the point of us getting married? We ain't building nothing together.
That's right.
I mean, just
Mate,
boyfriend.
see there. Oh boy, that is it right there. We're not gonna build anything together. You already got yours. He already got his. He ain't trying to get with a woman that he can't build something with. He's not. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all say it. It just came out of her mouth. Ain't no sense in no older dude getting with her. And she don't see the benefit of companionship with a guy at all. I already got my stuff. It's all about stuff. I got my stuff. I got my kids out of the way. Well, dude don't want to be. All right. Y'all think men don't care about having children. And just because y'all can't and ain't, that's the end all. Aha. I beg to differ.
It's a boo I can go travel
If
with.
you don't make as much as you, you just got a boyfriend and whatever.
See that? If he don't make as much as you just fucking. You just got a boyfriend. Now, that is to say that he is going to accept that. Just being a boyfriend. See, men, y'all got to stop letting these women use you. They just want to hit the dick and go. Stop it. Pull the meat. You pull the meat, they won't be. Look, let me tell you something. Guys, this is an era where you can get the money. Because you hold back the meat and put a price on it. Say, because a lot of women that talk about they are bosses and everything, well, now you're going to have to do what bosses do. Like men that are bosses, they buy pussy. That's what they do. Now, you as a boss chick, you're going to have to buy it too. You're going to have to start tricking. Because you're going to have to call the gentleman's service. Rent a gent. They got those. You're going to have to rent the gent. You pay everything, and it looks like he's paying for stuff. Y'all go out to dinner. Ha. Go back to your apartment, and then he hit that and stuff, and you give him a nice little tip, and he going about his business. You feel like you had a real romantic and got the boots knocked real good. You know, if you want this, he gonna do it that way. You a little bit extra. You gonna pay that. That's where y'all going. That's where y'all going. This is it. Cause vagina is everywhere. There is no special thing about your vagina. And at your old age, you almost have a century. I'm not even trying to hit that. At 70 something, fuck no. Your hip out of place. Oh, put my leg down and stuff. I think I'm getting a cramp and stuff. Oh, I don't do that position. Oh, hell no. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You damn near half a century painted on eyebrows and some more stuff. No, ain't happening.
Boo, we can travel. Let's travel and hang out and have.
No, we're not. I got shit to do, and it don't include fucking traveling and bullshit. No, I got other shit to do. Got an empire to build, and I'm not motherfucking going around traveling because you think we need to go around and travel. I ain't on your program. I'm not on your page. You either on my program or we not having a program. Y'all tripping. That's what the dude was talking about with this masculine energy. Talking about what it's going to be. Oh, no.
And see, I did that. I did. And see, most of the time where I was in my domestic partnership, I was not on land. I was traveling, and I did that.
And I realized in that process with him, he traveled with me. There were some things that, you know, we said that we were going to do as a couple, and he really wanted to focus on his business. And since I made enough, he didn't have any bills, really, didn't have a car. I didn't have a car. So we just went on ahead and just, you know, merged together. But I had all of these things in place in case it didn't work. In case, so.
See, women are always preparing to leave. So they're never all the way in. They're never all the way fucking in. They're always prepared to go. And a guy, he's all in. He's putting everything in, and them motherfuckers is like waiting to go. Least little thing, bro. I'm out of here. Fuck you. Fuck all you put in to me and this emotional stuff. Fuck.
In hindsight, I didn't realize I was preparing for the breakup before we even really got together. And I did have things in place, and I'm glad that I did have things in place. But
yeah, divorce is worse for men that makes less than 100K. Fuck yeah. It's worse for men, period. And women initiate a divorce, and that's why men are not playing that game. You go, no, hell.
We do have some stats, and I want to take a look at some of the stats. Right here, it says U.S. marriage trends. Over the past 50 years, the marriage rate in the United States has declined significantly. In 1970, the marriage rate was 76.5%. In 2020, it had dropped to just over 31%, a decrease of nearly 60%. Now, that is a big number, because when we look here and we look at the divorce trends, it says the U.S. experienced a sharp rise in divorces from the 70s through the 80s, reaching a peak of 5 divorces per 1,000 people. From the 1990s to 2024, divorce rates have been on a downward trend. Now, I want to focus on that. Why do you think, Tiara, that divorce is going downward? Do you think it's people are looking at each other saying it's cheaper to keep her, or we just can't afford to be apart? Why do you think right now it's going on a downward trend?
You know, as someone who has not been married or has not been divorced, so I you know, I can't really speak to that part, but I mean, I think that, you know, I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm like,
don't fucking know.
Why is it going downward?
Why is it going downward?
Yeah. Why is
Hopefully people want to stay together. But
is divorce going? Did you say divorce is going downward?
Yeah.
Or marriage?
Divorce is
It's
going
money.
down.
People can't afford to leave.
Oh, they're not living together. They just married
And
on
that's what-
paper.
Yes, it says from the 1990s, divorce rates have been on a downward trend.
They just ain't getting divorced on paper.
And see, I think people are having outside relationships, but we have the marriage, because I saw a TikTok.
See, women are going to make the argument for marriage being bad no matter what, when they are the one that's causing it to be bad by already having an exit plan from Jump Street.
A video a few months ago, maybe close almost to a year, she said, listen, you can see other people, I'm going to see other people because you've been doing it already. I'm going to go out here and live my life. But what we're going to do is we're going to raise our daughter. We're going to have a beautiful family. We're going to take care of this beautiful.
But what you're not going to do is dictate how this relationship is going to go. That's what you're not going to do, sister girl, is dictate that masculine energy. This is what you call toxic femininity. This is a perfect example of toxic femininity. I'm going to get the flock out of here, bro. This will drive my blood pressure up right here. Because I'm gonna end with this right here. Hell yeah.
I paid my dues. I paid my dues.
Oh my God.
I paid my dues.
I can't believe it.
I paid my dues.
Check Jaguars then.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the door. I ain't ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that
I could
bullshit.
tolerate
Y'all
it.
niggas know when I hit the dough. I
All
ain't
the
with that
time that I
bullshit.
did, though. He
Ain't with
is
that
the end of the
bullshit.
radical
Y'all
mind.
niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that
PSN
bullshit.
damn radio.
Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah. Ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Tryna sing along, leave that alone. Got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, right.
Heads on me, can't be walking with no cane. Just gave 13. Now my brother missing. Damn, I cannot walk, so when I walk, I tie my shoes. Can't afford to be slipping. Why making moves, guys? Project living. I'm encoded with that thug shit, and it's obvious. I'm still blurring, raging for sure. Yikes, yeah, you know me. Didn't know he. All I need is Doki. Take out your knee. Niggas call the police. Headshot, then I leave. But they got 4 kids, man. That's how that is. Damn, you sensitive. Like you care about his bed. This ain't no cakewalk, nigga. You must like say slanging 8 balls, nigga. Sit your bitch ass down. Stay a fuck around. Cause y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough.
Yes, sir. We gotta get up and down here. Another exciting episode. Radical Mike and the Radical Mike.
Hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah.
And provide quality digital advertising.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We not the same. Quit rapping now. Damn, you know shit done changed. Young nigga used to take off on the jump out. Mama begging me change routes. That's why I hit them beats and spit pain now. Any nigga tell you Cree ain't good enough to make it. Point blank, that nigga hating. Fuck around, turn Satan. For everything been taken out of houses. Started rapping in the basement. Sleeping on my aunt couches. Selling dummy smokers in the fucking front bowing. I'm from the back of East Star. Who the fuck you doubting? I ain't never had shit. Bitch, I ain't the same. These niggas flying for with real niggas like Trey Game. Hell no, I don't gang bang. If you hit leaks, we on the same thing. Right here, you get caught. A motherfucker don't say names. I told my kids one day we gon' get up out this shit. I pray to God for all the good and the bad licks.
Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah.
Now playing.
I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough.
Now
I ain't with
playing.
that
Local
bullshit.
artists,
Y'all
national
niggas know
artists.
when I hit the dough. I ain't with
For
that
real, though.
bullshit. Y'all niggas know when I hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah. I ain't with that bullshit.
For real. Uh-huh. Yeah, why with that?
Got my little nigga Cree with me. Cree, what up? Got my little soldier got there on. White boy,
right
Gallo
there.
in this motherfucker, ground zero.
Yes, sir.
Got my little soldier CP in this motherfucker. Choke, what up?
I don't know nothing about that kind of shit right there. All right, man. Let me get the flock up out of here. I tell you, like and share. Dissing by her. Y'all ain't never heard dissing, huh? That's right. That's that country shit right there, boy. For sure. Shout out to the family, Alabama, the village. What's up? Y'all already know. I got to be out here regulating for the old ones. Passed on for the ancestors. ADOS, shout out to the ADOS family. Kamala ain't black. For sure. And Obama wasn't either. You already know. Now the chickens is coming home to roost because now it is the moment of truth. Whereas all lies and fake alibis will be revealed for the first time. And we all shall be free. Ain't no doubt about it. Zoot! Hit me with that reparation check, though, man. Cut the check. ADOS in the mini building. And y'all see how things is going. Kamala don't want no parts of Trump. And now she done picked the guy that had the walls and everything. And every time everybody go to her website, There is no black agenda at all. There is no agenda. There's no agenda for what she's going to do because she's never really been a good organizer. That has always been her Achilles heel, is that she's not a good organizer and got a 90-some% staff turnover rate. So people don't even like working for her. And I got to find the clip of her in a meeting where she's having everybody say their name. My name is so and so. I recognize myself as a male. No, I'm Margaret, a female. I'm like, what? No. Yeah, y'all gonna see. Trump gonna tear that ass up. Can I do this right here? Can I get out the door with this one right here? Hey. Too short. Yikes. Never released. You can only hear it here on the radio.
It must be a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that. Yeah, it's fat. Okay, it's a challenge. Trying to keep my balance. I be walking with them racks. Yeah, them stacks.
Okay. KK, girl, you got some talent. Looking like Spanish. Big ol' ass, can't even fit your pants. Body language man, you ain't understand. Nah, I ain't your trick. That's my dog flaws. I'm spoken for a lick. Fuck with y'all talking. I know you got a trick. I like the little split. I forget to mention it. Like how you clap it when you bend. High nipples stand up on your tip. Look low, toes on flick. Nice smile, pretty little tip. Got a little tip. Since you got your hand out like a cup, girl. I ain't even around here. Nigga trying to fuck.
It must be a challenge. Trying to keep your balance. With an ass like that. Yeah, it's fat. Okay, it's a challenge. Trying to keep my balance. I be walking with them racks. Yeah, them stacks. You get up on stage, you go do your thing. I be so amazed. I gave you the game. I come every day. I can't walk away. Now I feel some kind of way. I don't know what to say.
Hey, what?
I might throw some ones. Okay, you the one. I got all the fun. Okay, girl, you want it. I might throw some hundreds. That's how bad I want it. Ooh, she bad, Michael Jack. Gotta have, look at that. Wanna grab, wanna brag. I can't pass, throw it back. Look at you when you move, and you new, and you cute. I don't know what to do.
Oh,
so
yeah,
hot,
and you new, and you cute.
It must be a challenge.
And you new, and you
trying to keep your balance.
Remember that.
With an ass like that.
You new, and you cute. Later on, y'all, be easy breezy. It's the kind of shows that teach y'all a good lesson in life. And obviously, we got the lost ones later.